Welcome to Textile Value Chain. Today we are at the Tech Textile exhibition here in Mumbai, 2023, and we have in our midst Mr. Christopher Machill from AUTEFA. He is the business
Head of Business Unit Spunlace.
Okay, all right, and welcome, Mr. Machill, and thank you for your time. First of all, what is the company overview of AUTEFA and what's it specialized in? Like,
First of all, thank you very much for inviting me for this interview. It's a real pleasure to be here. AUTEFA is the full supplier of spunlace or of non-woven lines, and we can provide the complete value chain basically from the fiber to the raw goods.
Okay.
And we are supplying the machines for all kinds of bonding, like Spunlace, for example, for which I'm responsible, but also for needle punching, for thermal bonding, and also the web forming can take place with cards, but also with air lay technology, for example, and with partners also in the area of wet laid and also air laid.
Okay, all right. So when it comes to Spunlace, what are the key research and development areas of Spunlace? Since you're handling Spunlace.
Basically, it's Spunlace, but also I can say for the whole company, basically the focus today is on providing machinery for making sustainable fabrics.
Okay.
This is basically what the market is asking for, and this is what we are working on hard to provide to our customers solutions to make sustainable non-woven materials.
Okay, all right. So and so the how is the performance of Spunlace? Do you see? I mean, how did it grow over a period of time?
Actually, the Spunlace technology in general is on the market now for about 25 years, so that it's more or less in every country. Even in India, we have several Spunlace lines already.
Okay.
And AUTEFA decided to go into the Spunlace area because we want to be the supplier of full lines, and the Spunlace technology was missing. And AUTEFA decided about 6-7 years ago that we want to go into this technology, and we redeveloped it to a certain extent with the focus on doing this process, which is quite energy intensive, to make it less expensive, less energy intensive. And our technology, compared to what is on the market, is saving energy in the process, because we are getting closer with the water jets to the material, and in this way we can achieve better results with less energy.
Okay, so so what is the step taken to to intensify the performance and the quality of the product when it comes to Spunlace?
Well, in Spunlace it is with a water hose. If you have a water hose in your hand, you will see immediately after the water comes out of the hose, it will start going like this.
Okay.
And this effect means basically that the energy in the water, the force in the energy is going down immediately when it comes out of the nozzle. So it is very important to go as close as possible to the material. And this is basically what we did different in our machine, that we developed a machine which is able to get much closer to the product because of the special shape of our V-jet strips.
Okay, so does this process involve, okay, has AUTEFA taken any steps to get various certifications from all over the globe, basically?
Of course, we have the certifications which are necessary to produce machinery in Europe and in Germany, and we are ISO certified, of course, and our machine is accepted by basically all the laws in all the countries where our machinery technology is used.
Okay.
That's true for all machines from AUTEFA, but also for the Spunlace machines, of course.
Right. Okay. Now, since this exhibition is held here in Mumbai, which is basically focused on the Indian market, but if you see overall on a broader perspective, how do you target the Asian markets?
Well, the Asia market in particular is of course very interesting for us because it's the most growing market, basically the most population in these countries here, particularly here in India also. And of course population always means that people need textiles, need non-wovens.
Right.
And of course we are trying to focus on that. On the other hand, we're all focusing the demand for more sustainable product, and of course here especially we have to look into technologies which are enabling countries and people to make products which are suitable for this, to fit this. I mean, for example, natural fibers, cellulosic fibers, more than plastics.
Okay. All right. So when it comes to now, since you target your audience on a larger scale, yeah, the main hurdles that when a company like AUTEFA, where you are placed in right now, the main hurdle that I've come across is that customers, they like it's difficult to satisfy all of them. So how do you go across wherein they are also satisfied, and and you're also not and it doesn't burn a hole in your own pocket, like where it's a win-win situation for both of you guys. So how do you approach that?
Actually, yes, business is only good if both sides are happy with the business, and of course you always have to create a win-win situation.
Right.
And we do this certainly by supplying customers a complete line solution with the technology and the technique and the technical support to operate such machines. In former times it was like customers were buying individual machines and then they had to get this somehow together, but we are supplying basically also the service to get it running, to train the people and to have the machines running and into operation. In addition to this, basically we offer additional service in keeping old machines, used machines also in operation, offering services for spare parts, but not only spare parts, but also to update, for example, electronics, update technologies, bringing old machines into the positions that they can compete in the new markets.
Okay, that answers my next question, which was like, how do you emphasize more on effectiveness practically? So that answers my question. But when it comes to continuous improvement, what are the steps that you have taken or you intend to take, for continuous improvement of the Spunlace and the product as a whole?
I see there are two important aspects of that. Number one, of course, is the continuously improvement of the quality of the machines.
Yes.
This is taking place, of course, like in every European company, I would say, in a way that, of course, we keep track of problems we have, mistakes we have, and we have a very special system which enables us to keep track of them and to make sure that we don't make the same mistakes 2 times.
Right.
The other side and the other aspect here is, of course, in the area of how our customers are taking advantage out of this. And this is really that we are trying to be a partner for our customers. We're offering not only machinery and the technology, but we are also offering pilot lines for different processes, different machines, where customers can develop their product with our knowledge together. We have a big technical center in Linz, Austria, where we have, beside my Spunlace line, also a line for cross-lappers, a line for needle punching, and also a special line for special non-wovens, where we can try new things, new fibers like carbon fibers, like very special technical fibers and stuff like this, and see what can be done with this fiber. So it's development together with the customer.
Okay, all right. So now, over a period of time, now you have been associated with AUTEFA since quite some time now. So over a period of time, what is the main challenge that that you have faced from customers, or any or a major feedback that you have been faced, and how did how did you come overcome it basically, or how or what process you have started to overcome it?
Basically, the feedback we are getting from our customers is really that we are a supplier who is always open and ready to talk about things, to find solutions for things, and to think out of the box, really out of the catalog. AUTEFA, you can not only buy the machine you see in the catalog, but we will even develop a machine with the customer together
Okay,
to
all right.
fulfill the right demand of the customer.
Right.
This is something we really see in the market, that this is not always the case.
Right. Okay. So and when it comes to demand, how do you fulfill their demands? I mean, sometimes the customer may come with a short-term demand, like I want this immediately. It's an immediate requirement, or they may come up with certain things which we as a company may not be prepared, but for these kind of demands. So how do you go about finding a solution when you're not prepared, but how that we can do it? So how do you go about handling that so that the customer is satisfied at that point of time?
Of course, that's always a demand, and it's always not so easy to handle that. But
Right.
I think the most important thing is always to be open for the requests of the customer, to try to find a solution together, and to find a solution which is satisfying for both sides. I think we are really good at this.
That's great. On that note, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Machill, and we wish you all the best for all that you have in mind for AUTEFA to grow, and uh, all your future endeavors. We wish you all the luck for all your future endeavors.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak here with you.